Hello there, and welcome to Grounded Health and Wellness. My name is Kate, and today I wanted to share a little pranayama or breath practice with you, which is very easy to do, very accessible, and you can actually just do it sitting in your chair if you're working at an office. But it's really, really important because it accesses these parts of the diaphragm, allowing the lungs to fully expand. So we tend to be chest breathers in today's society. So some of that has to do with anxiousness or stress or tension. We kind of hold our breath up towards the upper quadrant, and our lungs are quite deep, that run both in the front and the back. And it's really important when we work on breath work that we're accessing the full capacity of the lung. The reason for this is it helps with oxygenation through the entire body. So making sure that your cells are getting enough oxygen, the organs then by default are getting enough oxygen, the heart, the whole biological system. If we tend to take shallower, shorter breaths that are concentrated more towards the chest, then we're robbing our body of this very important gift as far as that ridding of the nitric oxide, so getting rid of all of the exhale and welcoming in fresh oxygen for reoxygenated blood. So the breath work I wanted to share with you today is called Dirgha, or three-part breath. Another way to think about it is diaphragmatic breathing is really what it gets down to, because we're softening and relaxing the muscles around the belly and the diaphragm, allowing the space for our ribs to fully expand and for our breath to reach all the way down to the lowest part of the lungs. So I'm just going to take us through a couple of rounds of this. This is a very short video because I don't think it requires a lot of explanation, and I want it to be kind of short enough that it's accessible for you to access it and not really overthink it too much, because it is a simple practice that you can use quite often. All right, so finding just a comfortable seat wherever you are. I would recommend seated versus kind of standing, but we want to have that essence of the spine being kind of tall, but that we're also balanced across the sit bones. So spine is tall, not erect, so we're encouraging that natural curvature of the spine. And if it's easier for you to just kind of drop your eyes and listen to the video, if you're watching this on YouTube, a little bit easier to do, but maybe if you're streaming over Spotify, and you're doing an activity that requires you to have your eyes open, like driving, please don't close your eyes. But if you're listening to this at a time where you can perhaps drop into that option, it's nice to close the eyes, or you can soften your gaze. In yoga, we call it a drishti gaze. So you're kind of softening down in front, looking towards something that isn't moving as you begin to kind of soften the peripheral vision. All right. So once there, we're going to draw breath in, and I want you to draw it in first from the lowest part of your belly. So you're going to relax all the muscles, so let go of any of that clenching. And as you start to breathe in, I want you to feel, you can even place your hands on your belly, feel the belly begin to rise. As you continue to fill that breath up, I want you to feel the ribs begin to expand and get a little bit wider. So feel that air rising. And then the top of the breath is going to land all the way towards the top of the collarbones until you are full. Once full, we're now going to exhale from top down. So think about the air leaving first from that chest area across the collarbones. Then start to feel the body softening into itself as the ribs begin to start to come a little bit closer together, and gently squeezing the lungs. And then all the way down towards the belly, empty all the way out so that the lungs are completely empty. All right, let's do that again. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. And then once full, gently exhale. So from top, middle, and bottom, until you're all the way empty. And again, inhale belly, ribs, upper chest, and slowly exhale top, middle, and bottom. Feel that belly kind of squeezing in towards the front of the spine until you're all the way empty. And let's do one more round. Inhale from bottom, center, all the way filling to the top. Beautiful. And then exhale top. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, middle, all the way out through the bottom. And one more time. You've got this now. So inhale. And then slowly exhale back out. And then just releasing that practice. If the eyes were closed, you can slowly allow them to open. I'd like you to just take a moment to just notice if anything has shifted. Maybe the breath's moving a little easier. Maybe you feel a shift in your physical energy. Maybe you don't notice much at all. But I assure you, as you continue to practice this form of breath work, just in little kind of snack bite sizes throughout the day, that retraining of the body to take fuller, more like that 360-degree breath as we fill the lungs and empty the lungs, you're going to start to feel that overall sense of rejuvenation in the body from an energetic perspective. Your nervous system is going to ease off, and you might even become more physically aware throughout your day when you aren't actually breathing like that, because it's dropping into this awareness of when you're consciously dropping into that practice. So maybe if you're busy sending an email, you may notice that your breath is halted or short and you're consumed with what you're doing and you've lost that connection to body and breath. So kind of peppering this in through your day will give you that connection and really help with heart rate variability, making sure blood pressure stays nice and even. You're going to tone the nervous system each time you drop into this, and it's free. You can do it sometimes undetected. There's been times when I was in the corporate world, when I was deep into my yoga practice, and I would just perform these practices while I'd be sitting in the middle of a meeting, and I felt anxiety kind of building. Nobody noticed, or if they did, they didn't say anything. And it definitely helped kind of ground me back into that moment. And I could feel a whole kind of cascade, physical change in my body dropping into this place of ease. So I hope that's helpful for you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video so it can reach more people. And if you are interested in working with me a little deeper, I'll put a link down in the show notes below where you can learn more about that. And until next time, see you then.